Hello and welcome to one of my first videos like this. And I plan on doing more. I'm gonna keep staying with gaming. That's gonna be my main, but I want to do videos like this too, which also relates to gaming, and that is the PS5 Pro got announced today. Woohoo! Let's go! All the Sony fans rise up! Yeah, we're little dick riders. Yeah, but the PS5 Pro just makes me mad. $700 for a PS5 Pro. For that, for that price point, you can get a pretty well performing PC and obviously have all the benefits of PC. With the PS5 Pro, you don't even. I'm going off your strong. I'm very mad with Sony. I love Sony. Sony is a fantastic company, and I've always been a Sony dick rider. And now that they've grabbed my balls and squeezed all of my juice out of them, I have just I've been a little mad at these ones. And we'll start off with the benefits. All right. There's very little, so just be careful here. For $700, you get increased performance, increased what? Fuck, I'm mad. I'm flabbergasted. Increased performance and increased quality. Wow, that's crazy. That's wild. Yeah, $700. That's those are the benefits. I mean, the console. You have a base of 2 terabytes. Cool, man. I can just buy a 2 terabyte thing for, and it'll save me hundreds of bucks. I don't need to just go out and buy another console. Um, but I see the only reason you'd buy a PS5 Pro console is because you already don't have a PS5. Like I have a PS5, and the simple solution to all of this, I'm really starting off strong here. I'm gonna get to that in a second. I'm gonna give you the best solution on how to solve this problem. If I were Sony to solve all of this backlash that's coming at me, I'm gonna give that to you at the end. So you gotta wait. But yeah, we'll start the benefits. The image quality is better, which is great. That's fantastic. You're paying more money, you get a better image quality. Performance is also better. Fantastic. You're paying more money, you get better performance, you better get better graphics. Everybody is happy. Yeah, it's $700. That is not a fair price at all for this. It is insane. They're gonna do some side by side comparisons in this gameplay footage, in this trailer footage here, which obviously I can't show my face, so this is what you're stuck with as watching. But this is what it looks like. This is obviously YouTube's quality will decrease it a little bit because the encoder they use. It's gonna look a lot better in game, but at the same time, look look. You're gonna see these comparisons in a minute. I'll pause on them and talk about them. They're not that much different. I've seen a few of them. They're really not that much different. And then yeah. So some of the negatives with the PS5 Pro, so I bought my PS5 when it first came out, and I'm very happy I did. PS5 is a fantastic console, and I'm never gonna buy the PS5 Pro at all. Never even gonna think about it. And there's oh my god, see it's got me gassy, dude. I can't even think straight. My mind is so flabbergasted. With my PS5, it's fantastic performance, fantastic quality. Perfect. I don't need anything else. I do not want anything else from a console. Well, obviously until like the PS6, and we'll see how actually insane it gets. But with my PS5, the point I'm proving here, it came with a plastic thing that's called a holder. Well, is it called a holder? A stand. There you go. My plastic stand, you can hold it. You can flip the console horizontally, and it can lay horizontally on the stand. You can flip the console and stand it up vertically, and guess what? The stand works vertically. But guess what? You pay $700. You do not get that plastic stand. That little bit of plastic you have to buy separately for what I've heard is $100. Which, if it actually is $100, I'm I might I might pop a blood vessel. I didn't actually look it up. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'll fact check myself. Okay, I can't find the actual price. I give up. But with the okay, so with that, just it doesn't matter what the price is. The fact that you're not getting a plastic piece, just a little bit of plastic for $700, you're not getting plastic. You have to spend more money. Here, I'll pause this right here. Oh, okay, I'll pause it on a better freeze frame. Jesus Christ, give me like a. There you go. You see this quality for $700. You get what's on the right, and it just looks like you turned off depth of field. Wow, crazy. That's that's it. I mean, look at the image quality of the PS5 compared to the PS5 Pro. It runs at faster frames. Yeah, that's great. I'm not paying $700 for 30 more frames or however much it is. For examples, like I know like Last of Us, it'll run at 30. Oh my fuck. 30 on the PS5, 60 on the PS5 Pro, I think is what it is. Yeah, I don't care about that. That's not worth $700. With this image quality, they have their oh fuck. Oh, there's other picture examples, but with this, can you point out a insane image difference? Not really. It literally just looks like they turned off depth of field. That is it. And I'll let it keep playing. You see this image quality. Look how good the image quality is on the PS5, and then the PS5 Pro. Obviously, it's still fantastic, but it's not a massive difference to make it worth the extra money. But back to what I was saying with the stand not being included. Guess what else isn't included? Okay, okay, never mind. I'm pausing here. Look at this difference. On the right is the PS5 Pro. On the left is the PS5. All right, now what if I told you they were the same image? Would I be lying? No, obviously I'm not lying. I wish I was lying because look at the difference. There's minimal to none. The only main difference I originally spotted almost instantly is look at the watchtower. You see the text, you see the wall, you see the wood. That is like the main difference I see. It looks a little clearer. But I'm not paying $700 to see a freaking sign better. And you can also see on the fence the barbed wire. The barbed wire looks more like barbed wire. You can tell it's there more. Where on the PS5 it looks more meshed into the background. But I don't fucking care. If I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna walk up to it and be like, oh shit, there's barbed wire on that fence. Can't climb over it. It's I don't know. That is just not worth $500 to me. It looks too similar. It looks the PS5 Pro obviously has more sharpness to it. There's definitely more sharpness. It looks like they turned on the PS5. It looks like they turned fidelity off, and on the PS5 Pro, it looks like they turned fidelity on. But obviously they didn't. That's just like an example of it. The right one looks more sharper. The left one looks less sharp. But it's just not worth $700. There's no way you can justify that. Like, yeah, look at the watchtower. You see how close it is? Look at this one. Okay, well, I'll wait for him to go in there. Nice. In the crowd of Ratchet and Clank, I can see the people in the crowd clearer. The tiniest bit clearer. And the trees have more leaves on them. What the fuck? Why do the trees have the more leaves? For $700, you can buy more leaves and clearer people in the crowd. Cool. That's nothing I'm ever going to notice. Obviously, I'm complaining. I'm not happy with what Sony did. Way too high of a price. It should only be like I was gonna say a $100 difference. I don't know how much it takes to manufacture them, but there's no fucking way they need to sell it for $700. And obviously, it has that performance and image quality, which is great. That is fantastic that they have that. It's just the price. The price is not there, so I'll keep letting this play. Um, but yeah, like with this example, to be fucking honest with you, they look so similar that it's just like okay, on the right you can see the leaves. The leaves on the tree are clearer, they're sharp. The cars are sharper. They don't blend as much as they do on the left image. But guess what? You're paying $700 for a sharpening. You're just sharpening your image that much, which is good. You should be paying more for a benefit of quality and performance. Just not that much more. I'm sounding repetitive now, so I'm going to get back to my points. So, with the stand not being included, that is obviously a terrible thing. It doesn't include a disk drive. You have to buy a separate disk drive. For $700, you don't get a piece of plastic and a disk drive. That is mind blowing to me. That just blows my mind that they wouldn't include a disk drive for a $700 console they're selling. Why? That is a terrible turnoff. You have to pay an extra $50 for the separate disk drive after you spend $700. I don't know. It doesn't seem worth it to me at all. The PS5 is already so fantastic in quality and performance that I just don't feel the need to ever spend $700 to increase it that slightest amount, that slightest bit sharp. Obviously, I'm not going to. I'm never going to. I have my PC. My PC it's got a 4070 in it and a Ryzen 7 700 X3D. No, Ryzen 7 7800 X3D. and a 4070. It's better than a PS5. Fucking fine with me. Good, perfect. All right, sold it. That was obviously more expensive. That was a terrible detail. Um, yeah, that was a bad point to make. You get the point I'm making though. I'm not gonna pay $700 for a little bit better image quality and performance. And the way I think that they can solve this problem perfectly, and hear me out when I say this, you can call me a maniac, but I feel like if Sony sold their PS5 Pro console, but like if you didn't own a PS5, you buy it for $700. Perfect. If you own a PS5 already, you can trade in your PS5. So let's say you trade in your PS5, you trade in for $350. Obviously, you're not going to trade it in at full price. You trade in your perfect condition PS5 for $350. You should be able to use that to get a $350 discount on the PS5 Pro. So you're only getting it for, what the fuck would that even be? I don't know. I'm too mad right now to do math. It would just be $350. So you're only paying $350 for the Pro because you traded in your regular PS5. I think if they had a proper trade-in system, it would actually work really well. Obviously, that comes with its flaws, and that it comes with benefits. It comes with flaws. Benefits to the people, because it's fucking ridiculous paying $700 for a console. Like an Xbox Series X, is technically the pro version of the Xbox new gen, and it's $400, and it comes with 2 TB. You're paying 2 TB for a little bit better performance and image quality for $700. I just can't stress that number enough. Whoops. But yeah, so I think if Sony introduced a proper trade-in system, it could completely solve the PS5 Pro's problems because trading in your console, perfect condition, you buy it for 450, you trade in for 400, and then you can use that 400 towards the PS5 Pro and only put in 300 of your own money after that point to actually get the Pro. That's perfectly fine. You're paying $300 to upgrade your console instead of paying $700. I think that is how they solve the problem. But I don't know. I feel like that's how they solve the problem. And that's really all I have to say. $700 for a console is stupid. My trade-ins idea, I think, is how they could solve it. Obviously, there's negatives to that, people lying about their trade-ins and stuff like that. But that's why they test them and stuff. With Sony being such a big corporation, I think they could do it. That's why I'm saying it. Um, but yeah, really, in the end, it's just stupid. Sony definitely made a stupid one about this. And I was talking to my friend Eli about it. And I hope to God they do what Eli said, where they just bully them into like people complain enough, and then they say, I think I was talking to Eli about it. Completely forget. Sorry if I misremember Eli. But yeah, if the community just like bullies them and is like, this price is outrageous, we're gonna have to decrease it. I hope that's what Sony ends up doing. But yeah, without further ado, I hope you like content like this. Give me ideas of what I should talk about next. If I ever see something interesting, I'm just going to talk about it. I like making stuff like this. Still going to be a main gaming channel. This is just something that is fun to do, and I've always liked watching like with people like Moist Critical. So I'm happy to give my 2 cents about it and say stuff that I think would be good for it. And it's just, I don't know. These videos are fun to do. They're unique. They're different. I just sit down and talk if I don't want to play a game, which was today. Um, but yeah, if you enjoyed watching, subscribe, do whatever you want. I'm mad at Sony, but you know who I'm not mad at? You. So press subscribe. And have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Have a good day.